Do you know how much a person's lifestyle habits can impact their wealth and career? In the United States, a renowned financial planner named Thomas Corley set out to explore the causal relationship between habits and wealth. What started as a curiosity turned into a 5-year research project. The wealthy and those with less than $5,000 in liquid assets. The poor, he closely tracked the habits of 170 wealthy individuals and 128 low-income individuals over the span of 5 years. We begin to understand something important. Why do some people, despite starting with similar abilities and opportunities, manage to rise above and become wealthy, while others remain stuck, struggling to make ends meet? To ensure meaningful comparisons, Corley focused on two distinct groups: individuals with liquid assets exceeding $3 million. His findings were published in the best-selling book Rich Habits, which received global attention upon release. In this video, we'll share them all with you, no holding back, especially the final points about learning to say no and distancing yourself from toxic, energy-draining circles. Those are truly worth emulating. And wealth management in 2025, we highly recommend MyTrade, a well-established Australian brokerage platform trusted by our team. As part of their Q1 2025 promotion, simply click the link in the description, open an account, deposit $10. All the details are in the info bar, so feel free to check it out if you're interested in getting started with investing. And trade 3 lots of commodities to receive a $100 bonus. Revisiting this book today, especially when viewed in the context of current realities, much of that difference lies in daily habits. To how they choose friends, what they eat each day, how they start their mornings, and what they do before bed. In his research, Corley explored everything from how wealthy individuals make important decisions, how they plan their lives, how they save, spend, and invest. This book is incredibly insightful and worth studying in depth. To better understand how habits contribute to wealth building, we've summarized the 10 most valuable and replicable micro habits from the book. A friend invited me to join him for morning runs. At 6 a.m., when it was still dark, we'd head out. About 30 minutes in, the sun would rise. Let's see how many of these wealth-building habits you already have and which ones are worth adopting in 2025. Before we dive in, if you're planning to start learning about investing, MyTrade offers zero commission trading on stocks, forex, and commodities with low spreads. We've tested it ourselves. It's practical and reliable. Let's begin. The top 10 habits shared by self-made millionaires. 1. Wake up early with purpose. No procrastination. After 5 years of tracking, the first key finding was this: over 50% of wealthy individuals wake up at least 3 hours before their workday begins to tackle the most important tasks of the day. High achievers don't pull all-nighters. They start their day early and with intention. Waking up early reflects a disciplined and consistent lifestyle. Break that rhythm and irritability, anxiety, and health issues follow. More importantly, rising early gives us a sense of control over our day. I remember a time when both my career and emotions were not in a great place. Your worldview will be shaped entirely by your relatives and classmates. That moment of sunrise gave me a feeling that life could be beautiful. I started planning my days more intentionally. The time right after waking up is the golden hour of the day. Our emotions and energy levels are at their peak. When you take control of your mornings, you take control of your entire day. 2. Daily growth, always improving. Corley's second major discovery: wealthy individuals commit to daily self-growth. This growth can come from reading, attending executive seminars, tackling challenging tasks, or simply doing end-of-day reflections. Statistics show that over 85% of wealthy people read at least 2 books per month and spend at least 30 minutes reading every day. What do they read? 51% read history. 55% read self-improvement books, 58% read biographies of successful people, 79% read materials related to their professional field. Different knowledge leads to different choices, and different choices lead to different results to your current reality. There is a saying, if you're reborn into an average family and don't read or grow, So ask yourself, where is your current level of awareness taking you? Have the people around you already achieved the life you want in 10 years? If not, start by reading and learning. Equip yourself with new perspectives, knowledge, and vision. No, 3. Prioritize health. Real wealth starts with wellness. According to the research, 76% of wealthy people engage in at least 30 minutes of aerobic exercise daily. Why exercise doesn't just keep you healthy, it reduces stress and boosts happiness. Chronic stress leads to depression, which can then trigger various health issues. Exercise is the best way to relieve stress and stimulate the brain's happy chemicals. Whether it's jogging, walking, cycling, or swimming, just move. Corley also found that 75% of wealthy people avoid fast food. Fast food tends to be high in fat, sugar, and salt, major contributors to long-term health problems. They also make regular health checkups a priority, paying close attention to their body's early warning signs. Small issues are easy to fix when caught early, but delay can turn minor concerns into major consequences. For avoid negative environments, Corley noticed that wealthy individuals intentionally surround themselves with positive people and environments. They avoid negativity because human beings are highly influenced by their surroundings. As described in the law of the garbage truck, some people are filled with negative emotions and are simply looking for somewhere to dump them. If you happen to cross paths, you might become their dumping ground. Sometimes, negative people, what we might call toxic people or emotional dumpers, lash out not because of what you did, but because they're intentionally looking for conflict. They stir up drama out of nothing. Once they've unloaded their emotional garbage, they feel better, but you're left buried in the mess. These kinds of people are sadly common in society. I once read a news report about a tragic incident. A young couple was dining at a restaurant late at night. A drunken man at the next table whistled at the woman. The situation escalated. The boyfriend was stabbed 3 times and later died in the hospital. Her boyfriend said, "Let's just finish our meal and leave," but the girlfriend snapped, "Why are you such a coward? Are you even a man?" The boyfriend replied, "It's not worth fighting with a thug." But the girlfriend, furious, insulted both her boyfriend and the drunk group. The drunk men surrounded them and a brawl broke out. It was a situation that could have been resolved by simply walking away. But the desire to engage, to argue, came at an unimaginable price. This is the danger of toxic people. When they talk to professionals from other industries, they do so with a learning mindset, seeking insight, not just small talk. They aim to gain something from every interaction. They're like ticking time bombs, one small spark and they explode. They think through their communication, adapt their message to the purpose of the conversation, and always strive for efficient, thoughtful dialogue. Their inner emotions and thoughts are chaotic, like barrels of gunpowder. If you don't avoid them in time, they won't just hurt themselves, they'll hurt you too. 5. Nurture and invest in relationships. Self-made millionaires invest time and energy into maintaining valuable relationships. They remember names, birthdays, and significant dates, sending greetings or sharing valuable information to maintain connections. They don't just reach out only when they need help. Importantly, the wealthy don't just talk however they like. Additionally, they control their emotions. Likes and comments are constant interruptions. 81% of wealthy individuals have cultivated the ability to manage anger, jealousy, blame, and resentment. That's why interacting with them often feels calm, respectful, and pleasant. 6. The power of saying no. Every successful individual in the study was willing to say no to people, events, and tasks that didn't serve their goals. They treat saying no as a powerful time management tool. Time and energy are our most limited resources. If you're constantly pulled into unimportant meetings, dinners, or tasks, how can you focus on what truly matters? After realizing how essential this is, one of the first things I did was mute my phone and turn off all social media notifications, emails. Think about this. What things or people have you reluctantly said yes to that ended up delaying your goals? And how much of your energy and time have they consumed? 7. Millionaires are decisive. 91% of self-made millionaires make the key decisions in their careers, whether that career is running a business, freelancing, or working in a corporate role. They don't hesitate or second-guess endlessly. They plan carefully, but act decisively. Even more importantly, they accept the consequences of their choices without regret. They understand that setbacks are part of the journey. No path to success is free of mistakes or red lights. The average person often blames external factors: bad timing, the economy, a lack of opportunity. But in reality, the biggest obstacle is usually internal, not seeing clearly what's outside or inside. Millionaires remind themselves, "I am the root of all outcomes. I hold the power to decide." 8. Long-term goals and multiple income streams. 55% of the wealthy set goals that take at least a year to achieve. This shows they think long-term, unlike most people who only focus on immediate tasks without considering direction. Even if you're driving fast, if you're going the wrong way, you'll never arrive at your destination. Self-made millionaires don't rely on a single income stream. They actively explore diverse ways to generate income. So when the economy takes a hit, they're less affected and more resilient. 9. Daily solitude. 15 to 30 minutes of me time. Your ability determines your lower limit. Your passion determines your upper limit. Because when you love something, you can endure the hard parts without immediate rewards. That passion drives consistency. And through consistency, you gain deep experience and eventually opportunities. Daily solitude gives you space to focus on what you love, reflect, and recharge. Over time, this becomes a secret weapon for long-term success. 10. Their mindset is fundamentally different. 79% of millionaires believe they can break free from poverty. 90% do not believe in fate or destiny. Ask yourself, do you believe it because you see it, or do you see it because you believe it? 90% believe hard work can compensate for lack of talent. 92% believe perseverance creates luck. In other words, luck is just a matter of probability. From a statistical point of view, if you keep going despite setbacks, you'll eventually encounter more opportunities, and all the experiences you've accumulated along the way, they'll help you seize those opportunities when they come. These 10 key habits are the result of Thomas Corley's 5-year study, conducted over 1,800 nights of interviews and data collection. Of course, the book Rich Habits contains even more detailed explanations about how and why these habits matter and how to develop them. If you're interested, it's definitely worth a read. You can also observe the self-made millionaires around you. Do they share these same traits? What other common habits of wealthy individuals do you think are worth learning? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We hope this video gave you valuable insights to reflect on and apply. As you begin the new year, start cultivating your own wealthy habits. And on the journey toward a better life, we'll be right here with you. If you'd like to see more content on mindset and personal growth, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye-bye.